Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to tell you a story about the camel. We all see camels roaming about here and there on the roads, in the parks, in the jungles, in the deserts. Actually, it is called the ship of the desert because it is mostly used as a transport. People carry loads and they go from place to place in deserts on camels. And in the olden towns, when there were no facilities of transport like cars and planes and trains and anything and other fast vehicles, except for horses and camels, so people used to go on camels because a camel can carry a heavy load and can walk in desert comfortably and freely. So what does a camel have and what does it do? I'm going to tell you today. And I'm sure you must be knowing some of the facts and maybe some of the facts are unknown to you. So let's start. I've copied it from internet for you. 13 facts about camels. There are two types of camels. You must have seen them, camels with hump, a single hump. A camel with a single hump is known to be belonging to Asia. And camel with two humps is from, what's called Bactrian camels. And they are found in Australia and one more other country I forgot. Well, you can see that on internet also. Camels have this very strange, very unique, I didn't know it before I read it, and maybe you do not know. Camels have 3 sets of eyelids. Three sets of eyelids and 2 rows of eyelashes to keep sand out of their eyes. And you know what is surprising, what is more surprising, is that when there is a sandstorm, the camel sits on the sand and its 3 eyelids help him to save its eyes from the sand. He closes his eyes, and if the storm is too strong, too fierce, then the second eyelid drops. And eventually the third eyelid, it completely shuts the eyeballs. But that third eyelid is transparent. The camel does not become blind because the third eyelid that completely overlaps the eyeballs is transparent and the camel can see through that. Isn't it strange and amazing fact? Did you know it? I didn't know before reading it. And the eyelashes, the 2 layers of eyelashes. Camel has such beautiful eyes, big eyes, beautiful eyes, and the eyelashes are very thick, very long, and 2 layers to protect its eyes from the sand. Very interesting thing I want to tell you is that, what does a camel mean? What does the camel word mean? It's an Arabic word and it means beauty. Maze ki baat? Khubsurti, husn, beauty. The word camel means beauty. And they also have a beauty contest among the camels. And hundreds of camels compete in beauty. So never say that a camel is ugly. It is a unique creation of Almighty Allah. And what more? Camels can completely shut their nostrils during sandstorms. They've got very big nostrils. And they have moisture in them, which prevents the camel to be dehydrated. And when there is a sandstorm, it closes, it shuts its nostrils. Though it breathes, it doesn't die by closing the nostrils. It lives, it breathes, it's alive, but the nostrils keep the sand from getting in its body. And what camels have thick lips. It's split. The mouth of the camel is different from the other animals' mouths. It's split in two. Why? Because it has very thick lips, and when it eats the thorny bushes or anything very hard, it doesn't hurt or damage its lips. While as the other animals don't have lips like the camel has. Camels can completely shut their nostrils. Yes, we've gone through it. Thanks to thick pads of skin on their chest and knees, which help camel to sit comfortably in the sand, and it also protects the camel from the scorching, from the burning sunlight, the heat of the sunlight. So the thick hair on its chest and knees helps the camel protect itself from the heat and to sit comfortably on the sand. So amazing, so surprising, isn't it? And Janab, their thumbs let them store up to 80 pounds of fat. We think a camel stores water in its thumb. No, the camel does not store water in, or the water is not stored in its hump, but the hump has a great amount of fat in it, which keeps the whole camel cool, because the thick fat helps him keep the body cool. And 80 pounds. The humps let them store up to 80 pounds. 80 pounds means एक मन है ना 40 क्या है किलो 40 किलो का जो है एक मन होता है 80 pound means one mound of fat which they can live off for weeks and even months, and it helps them live comfortably for weeks and months, because the fat slowly melts and keeps the body healthy and cool and comfortable. Then when a camel finally does find water, he can drink up to 40 gallons in one go in just 15 minutes. Imagine, in just 15 minutes, a camel can drink 40 gallons of water. Now the question will come to your mind that where does the camel store water? So much water. 40 gallons of water. And you know where it is stored? It is stored in camels' red cells, red blood cells. The red blood cells of camel are oval in shape. So when the camel drinks so much water, they swell. They get bigger in size, and they keep camel cool, comfortable and hydrated. कितनी अजीब बात है. Such a unique creation, isn't it? I never knew it before I read it, honestly. When a camel finally finds water, it can drink up to 40 gallons in a go. In just 15 minutes, 40 gallons. Can you imagine? Well, I can't. Camels are very strong. They are very strong. That's why they are called the ship of the desert. Camels are very strong and carry up to 900 pounds. They can carry up to 900 pounds for 25 miles for a day. They can travel 25 miles a day carrying 900 pounds of load. Oh, the caravan, people used to go in caravans, in camel caravans, and the camels were loaded and overloaded with their belongings and the things they wanted to carry from one place to another. The traders and the families also, if they went from one place to, if they migrated or if they went from one place to another, they used to carry loads of their household belongings. They used to carry. So it can carry 900 pounds. Am I right? 900 pounds for 25 miles per day. In a day, it can continuously walk for 25 miles. And you know the feet of the camel, have you noticed? They're flat, isn't it? They are flat. So it can easily walk in the sand because it's not easy to walk in the sand. है ना, हमारे धंस जाते हैं ना, सी साइड पे हम जाते हैं, हम वहाँ पे जब वॉक करते हैं तो क्या होता है, सैंड में हमारे पाँव धंसते हैं ना, कभी कभी नहीं धंसते, लेकिन जो वो तो क्योंकि देयर इज वाटर इन द सी साइड बट देयर इज नो वाटर इन द डेजर्ट, so when you walk you can't walk comfortably in the sand. That is why the feet of the camels are flat to help him walk comfortably. Camels can travel up to 40 miles per hour. Wow! 40 miles per hour camels can walk, the same as a racehorse. And if 25 मील तो वो चल रहा था at normal speed walking, but it can run like a racehorse, and that is the limit is 40 miles per hour. In 1 hour it can run 40 miles like a racehorse, like a horse which is used in races. Don't make a camel angry because it never forgets its enemies. It does not forgive. The horse, if hurt, if wounded, it forgives. But the camel does not forgive. It keeps in its heart. It takes revenge. So never make the camel angry. Otherwise, it will spit on the face. And you know what? It's not just the saliva that it spits. It's the poisonous things from its stomach that comes out in its spit. So it's very dangerous. And that is why we have seen that some camels' mouths, they have some, it's covered, protected, to protect the other people. So be careful when you are near a strange camel, or if you make fun of it, it gets angry and it will spit, which is poisonous. But the milk of the camel, the milk of the camel is very beneficial for health, especially for tuberculosis, TB जिसको कहते हैं, तो उनके to cure tuberculosis patient. The milk is very healthy and it has a lot of vitamin C in it. And camels, oh yeah, don't make a camel angry. Mother camel, that's so interesting, camels are mammals. They feed their babies on their milk, the female camel, and a mother can carry their calves up to 14 months. 14 months. A mother camel keeps its baby in its stomach before giving it birth for 14 months. That is so surprising, so amazing. है ना? आई नेवर न्यू कि आई मीन नॉर्मल जो मैमल्स होती हैं जो ह्यूमंस होते हैं दे गिव बर्थ आफ्टर 9 months and cats and goats and some 6 months 9 months, but the camel mother keeps its baby in its womb for 14 months before giving birth. My God. There are 160 words for camel in Arabic alone. 100. Arabic is very rich, very rich. The most rich language among the languages is Arabic, and it has got 160 words just for camel. Some calves are born completely white. Baby camels, when they are born, they are completely white. They are not brown like their parents. They are white and they have no hump. When they are born, they have no hump and they are white in color, but when they grow up, then they gradually and slowly they get their skin brown like their parents. And when a baby camel is born, after 3 hours, it can walk, but takes a longer period to walk with other camels. And usually 100 or more camels, they go together to look for their food. So camel is a very surprising, astonishing, unique creation of the Almighty. And yes, one thing I forgot. Camel's dung or faces, और और उर्दू में गोबर कहते हैं, उसके गोबर को कहाँ यूज़ करते हैं? Its dung is used in its ajrak. It's very traditional. Ajrak is very traditional Sindhi cloth. It has a history of thousands of years ago. So the cloth is soaked in camel's dung, water and seeds. Some seeds and camel's dung in water, and then the ajrak cloth is soaked for hours to make the cloth soft and comfortable and make it more qualitative. So that's so interesting and surprising. So next time when you read about the camel, do let me know what you read which I don't know. Take care. I love you. Allah Hafiz.